Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah.
Ina alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of our Sunnah Followers Hadith class. And this is the class whereas we discuss hadiths in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used parables as a means of trying to help us to understand things. And let's look at the parable for tonight. And by the way, we only have one more hadith left in this book, and then we will be moving on to another book, and I have not decided which book we will be moving on to, but it will be another one of Muhammad Saeed Atli's books, and I will announce it later tonight and place it up on Facebook later tonight. But for now, again, you want to order this book. It's entitled The Prophetic Parables. It's compiled by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli. The book is only $5. It should be a part of everyone's library. The parables that the Prophet used were so amazing, as we have discovered in this series. And again, this is the website, atlionline.com. Go there and pick up your copy of the book for $5. And today's parable has to do with the believer. It has to do with the believer. And that should tell you the Prophet used the comparison of a bee and a human. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the believer is like a piece of gold that is not changed or diminished if a person blows through it. The believer is like a bee which eats that which is pure and wholesome, and lays that which is pure and wholesome. And when it lands on something, it does not break or ruin it. Subhanallah, what a wonderful comparison. Look at this picture of this bumblebee. It's laying on top of a flower. And look at it on top of that flower. It has not broken anything. It lands with such dignity. It lands with such grace. Gathers what it needs from this flower without harming it. This is how the believer is. We take what we need from this world for our journey without harming people, without harming it or disturbing it. So this is a wonderful hadith that teaches us that, number one, the believer doesn't change when calamity strikes. We remain firm in our faith. We know that we were sent here and put here on this earth to prove to Allah that we believe in Him. So Allah is going to test us in our belief by subjecting us through trial after trial after trial. We remain resolute. We remain people of dignity when faced with calamity. The dignity that we have in good times is the dignity that we show even in bad times. And also, no matter what strikes us in life, no matter what hardship we encounter, we still do not fall short of our obligations to Allah. Even if we're going through good times, bad times, we still maintain those prayers. We still fast during Ramadan. We still maintain our obligations, even if we're going through a hardship. A person should be able to look at you and say, well, at least he is resolute and reserved. And also we learn, just like that bee only takes what is lawful for it to take, that's how we should be. And just like that bee only offers what is lawful to offer, that's how we should be. And also the true believer does everything with dignity and does not disturb other people or other creatures when doing it. And this wonderful hadith falls hand in hand with what Dr. Asim was discussing with us during our interactive session today at 5. How wonderful Islam is as a way of life. Islam is not just a religion. It's a wonderful, beautiful way of life. We, unlike other people, we understand what our purpose purpose in life is. Like, unlike under other people, we know that we're going to be tested and tried in our faith. Unlike other people, we know that when Allah tests us, it's a sign that he loves us. It's not always a punishment. It's only a punishment for those sinful Muslims. But for those of us who are like that B, we maintain our dignity. We maintain our obligations no matter what we're faced with. Our tests, our trials in life are Allah's way of showing how special we are, how loved we are because of the dignity and the patience that we have, that resoluteness. So this is a wonderful hadith that I want everyone to ponder and implement in his or her life. And I want to also thank everyone for joining and participating in this session of our hadith class. I want to remind everyone to be here tomorrow for the classes. It's Saturday, tomorrow at 5 p.m. We have Dr. Asim again at our website. He's our Quran teacher. As you guys know, he deals with all Quranic stories, and he's also the one behind our Sunnahfollowers Kids program. Tomorrow he does his Quran Tajweed class, and so make sure everybody is here for that. The intermediate and advanced readers and memorizers are here for that tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to close out here for tonight. And again, I'll post up on Facebook the new book we'll be studying from Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Let's try to be like the bumblebee.